It's 11 p.m. on a Friday. You're lying in bed, the blue light of your phone illuminating your face. You open Instagram, and there it is. A photo of people you know, people you thought you were pretty good friends with, hanging out. Without you. Instantly, the inner monologue starts spinning. When did they plan this? Was there a group chat I missed? Did I say something weird last time we hung out? Maybe I'm just not the type of person people actually want to be close to. It's a heavy, sinking feeling. The feeling of being a background character in everyone else's life.
If you've ever felt like you're constantly standing on the outside looking in, you are not alone. In fact, we are currently living through a quiet epidemic of loneliness. But here is the most important thing you will hear today. Your struggle to form deep, close friendships is not a personality flaw. You aren't broken, you aren't unlovable, and you aren't destined to be the floater friend forever. Today, we are unboxing the psychology of human connection. We're going to look at why your brain actively sabotages your relationships, the mathematical reason you always feel left out, and the exact framework to fix it.
Let's start with the behavior itself. For a lot of us, the issue isn't that we can't talk to people. We can be funny, we can be polite, we can hold a conversation about the weather or the latest Netflix show. The problem is crossing the invisible bridge from friendly acquaintance to actual friend. You might have work friends or gym buddies, but no one to call when you get a flat tire. Or maybe you're the chameleon, the person who adapts to fit into any group, but as a result, no one actually knows the real you. You show up, you smile, you listen to their problems. But when you go home, the silence is deafening. It feels like there's a secret rule book to making best friends that everyone else got handed in kindergarten, and you were somehow out sick that day.
So, what's actually happening here? Let's dive into the psychology, starting with something called attachment theory. The way you formed bonds with your caregivers as a child literally wired your brain's blueprint for relationships today. If those early needs weren't consistently met, you might have developed an insecure attachment style. This usually manifests in two ways. If you have an anxious attachment style, your fear of abandonment makes you overthink every text and cling too tightly, which ironically pushes people away. If you have an avoidant attachment style, you crave connection, but the moment someone gets too close, your brain perceives it as a threat, and you subconsciously pull back. Either way, your brain is keeping you isolated. But it's not just your childhood. Enter Dunbar's number. Evolutionary anthropologist Robin Dunbar discovered that the human brain can only maintain about 150 stable relationships, but the inner circle, the true ride-or-die friendships, is limited to 5 people. Just 5. Most of us spread our social energy so thin across dozens of shallow interactions that we never invest the time required to fill those 5 slots. And if this is hitting close to home, let me know in the comments below, because I promise you, half the people watching this feel the exact same way. But here is where it gets truly wild. The friendship paradox. On average, your friends have more friends than you do. Highly social people are overrepresented in everyone's networks, so your social media feed is mathematically rigged to show you the most connected people doing the most social things. Your brain compares your reality to a distorted highlight reel, convincing you that everyone else is thriving while you're failing.
So society sees you struggling and gives you the classic, terrible advice. Just put yourself out there, join a club, go to networking events, be more social. It sounds logical, right? If you want friends, go where the people are. Volume equals success. So you force yourself to go to a mixer. You stand awkwardly near the snack table. You hold a drink like it's a shield. You have 15 different conversations about what you do for a living and where you grew up. You collect a few Instagram handles. And then you go home, collapse on your couch, and feel even more profoundly alone than you did before you left. Why? Because you just spent 3 hours exchanging data, not building intimacy. Quantity of socializing does not equal quality of connection. Putting yourself out there without a strategy is just social cardio. It tires you out without getting you anywhere.
Let's look at how this plays out. Think about Roundhead A.
They have 500 followers, they're tagged in a new party photo every weekend, and their calendar is packed. But at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday, when their world is falling apart, they scroll through their contacts and realize they have no one they feel safe enough to call. Now look at Roundhead B. They spend most Friday nights at home. They only have 3 people they regularly text, but if they ended up in the hospital, all 3 would drop everything and be there in 20 minutes. Here is a quick exercise. Right now, think of the last time you had a real problem. Not a small one, a real one. Who did you call? If no name comes to mind, that is your wake-up call. That gap is not permanent, but it will not fix itself either. The illusion we fall for is that closeness is something you stumble into, but real life isn't a sitcom. Closeness isn't found. It is built, brick by uncomfortable brick.
So, how do we actually build it? How do we stop being the background character and start forming those deep connections? We're going to use a 3-part system designed to bypass surface-level small talk and force genuine intimacy. Step 1. The vulnerability ladder. True closeness requires risk. You cannot be loved for who you are if you only show people who you think they want you to be. In your next conversation with a potential friend, climb one rung up the ladder. Instead of saying, "Work was fine," share one small, real struggle or passion. "Work was okay, but honestly, I've been feeling really burned out lately." You have to give them a piece of your real self so they have something to connect to. And here is the key. Match their energy. If they respond with something real too, climb another rung next time. If they deflect, that is data, not rejection. Step 2. The consistency protocol. Sociologists have found that friendship requires continuous, unplanned interactions. You can't just hang out once a month and expect to be best friends. Pick 3 people you want to be closer to and initiate contact every single week. It doesn't have to be a big dinner. Send a meme. Forward an article. Say, "This made me think of you." Set a recurring reminder on your phone every Sunday night to reach out to at least one of those 3 people. Make it non-negotiable, like brushing your teeth. Friendship is built on the frequency of contact, not the intensity of a single hangout. Step 3. The quality audit. Take out a piece of paper tonight and write down the names of the 5 people you interact with the most. Now, ask yourself, when was the last time you had a completely unfiltered, honest conversation with each of them? If it's been more than 3 weeks for someone on that list, that is your immediate action item. Text them right now and ask to grab a coffee, just the 2 of you. Here is an exact script you can steal. "Hey, I know this is random, but I was thinking about you. Want to grab coffee this week? Just us." That is it. Nothing fancy. Stop waiting to be invited. Stop assuming you're a burden. The people around you are likely just as lonely and anxious as you are, waiting for someone else to make the first move. Be the person who reaches out. Be the person who says, "I value you." Forming close friendships as an adult is hard. It takes awkwardness, rejection, and time. But you are entirely capable of it, and you are absolutely worthy of being deeply known and deeply loved. Your tribe is out there. You just have to start building the bridge to reach them. If this video helped you understand yourself a little better, hit that subscribe button. It means the world to the channel. And if you have a friend who comes to mind while watching this, maybe send this to them. It's a pretty good excuse to start a conversation. I'll see you in the next one.